She's not easy. A life with this girl will not be a walk in the park, so listen up. Her past trauma has taught her how to build walls up that surround her heart that are nearly indestructible. She talks back and she stands up for herself because of the things that she's been through. Her feelings, well, they're easily hurt, and she overthinks literally everything, unfortunately believing in the worst case scenario. She is going to need complete honesty, and she needs you to be very straightforward with her at all times because she is done playing games like she has with the people in her past that were the complete opposite of what they proclaimed to be. She will need continuous reassurance with not only your words, but your actions as well, with every single day that passes. She fights the voices in her head every day that tells her that she's not good enough. She has anxiety and depression, and there will be days where she'll struggle to even get out of bed. She's still learning how to love herself, so she will require a little bit more patience and effort than what you're used to. But I promise you this, if you can prove to her your intentions are genuine and you show her how much you deeply care through your actions on a daily basis, you will experience one of the most purest forms of love in existence.
I'm usually a strong person, but do you know what makes me sad? It's when I give my best and still feel useless. I push myself, pour my heart into everything I do and strive to make things better, yet sometimes it feels like all my efforts amount to nothing. It's like I'm fighting so hard, but the results don't match the energy I put in, and that can be incredibly disheartening. There's a deep frustration that comes with knowing you've done everything you could, yet still feeling like you've fallen short. It's not about giving up. It's about that gnawing sense of inadequacy, the feeling that maybe, despite everything, it's just not enough. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you're used to being strong, holding it all together and always pushing forward. But even in those moments, I remind myself that strength isn't just about always succeeding. It's about continuing to give your best, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's about recognizing that feeling sad or useless doesn't define my worth. It's just a moment, and I'll rise from it stronger, ready to keep trying because that's who I am. I will forever be the person who says, "It's okay, I understand," even when my heart is breaking into pieces. I've always been the one to put others first, to listen, to comfort, and to support, even when my own world is crumbling. It's not that I'm trying to be a martyr. It's just that I care so deeply for the people I love that I'd rather endure the pain than see them hurt. I'll swallow my pride, push aside my feelings, and pretend everything is fine, even when it's not, because their peace of mind is more important to me than my own. Every time I say, "It's okay," a part of me wishes someone would notice the cracks in my voice, the hidden sadness in my eyes. But I've learned that not everyone sees the pain behind the smile, and that's okay. I'll keep saying, "I understand," even when it feels like no one understands me. I'll keep giving, even when it feels like there's nothing left to give, because that's who I am. I love deeply, care intensely, and even when my heart is breaking, I'll always choose to be there for the ones I love, no matter the cost. Don't let negative emotions drag you down. Don't worry too much. Put aside unnecessary feelings of sadness and anxiety. Remember, it's essential to be happy. You can be busy and tired, but choose happiness over anything else. Life is about finding joy, not regrets. Regret won't take you back in time, so let it go. Life isn't a movie, it's real. So be kind to yourself. Being sad all the time only hurts you in the end. Don't stay up too late, take care of your body. Love is wonderful, but it shouldn't control you. Treasure love when it's there, and keep living well even if it's gone. Here's the truth. Instead of dwelling on emotions, focus on making money or achieving your dreams. You're young with a long journey ahead. Embrace life with a positive outlook. Chase your dreams, set goals, and move forward with determination. The path might have challenges, but keep your eyes on the bright future ahead. Ignore the noise around you and keep pushing forward.
She's stuck between surviving and letting it all go. If she's only surviving, is she really living? And if she's gonna let it all go, was there any point to holding on to a life that was doomed to fail? She wakes up every day with a smile on her face. But not really. She's laughing at her life because it's failing in more ways than just one. She can't stand to look at her own face anymore. And she's no longer the girl who likes to go out and have fun. Some days she can be all there. But most of them are spent crying because everything around her continues to fall apart. She's trying her best to survive in a world that's been emotionally draining from the very start.
Keep going. No matter how hard things are right now. No matter how stuck you feel. No matter how many nights you've spent crying or wishing things were different. No matter how depressed and hopeless you feel. I promise you won't feel like this forever. Keep going. No matter how hard things are right now. No matter how stuck you feel. No matter how many nights you've spent crying or wishing things were different. No matter how depressed and hopeless you feel. I promise you won't feel like this forever.
Have you ever wondered if you're truly living or just existing? We often find ourselves trapped in routines, going through the motions without truly engaging with the essence of life. Wake up, work, sleep, repeat. But is this what life is supposed to be? Ask yourself, when was the last time you felt truly alive? Passion is the heartbeat of existence. It's the fire that fuels your dreams, the energy that propels you forward. But how often do we let that fire dwindle, suffocated by doubt, fear, and the expectations of others? Think about your dreams, your deepest desires. What's holding you back? Fear of failure? Fear of judgment? Remember, the greatest barrier to success is the fear of taking the first step. Embrace your passion, let it guide you, and don't be afraid to take risks. Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Success isn't measured by wealth or status, but by the fulfillment of your soul. It's found in the moments when you're doing what you love, when you lose track of time because you're so immersed in the present. Find what makes your heart race, what makes you excited to wake up each morning. Life is too short to settle for mediocrity. You are capable of incredible things, but you have to believe it. Surround yourself with positivity, with people who uplift and inspire you. Don't let negativity drain your energy. Every day is a new opportunity to reinvent yourself, to chase your dreams, to make your mark on the world. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Your future self will thank you for the risks you take today. So I ask you again, are you truly living or just existing? The choice is yours. Every day we walk through life, observing the world and the people around us. We see their actions, their choices, and we often make judgments. But do we ever pause to understand their stories? Do we know their struggles, their fears, and the battles they fight silently? None of us are perfect. We all have our flaws, our mistakes, and our regrets. We are all human, trying to navigate through this complex world. It's easy to judge, to feel superior. But true strength lies in empathy, in understanding that everyone has their own journey, their own pain. Before you judge, remember, we all have scars, some visible, some hidden. We all make mistakes, we all fall, and we all rise again. So let's choose kindness over judgment, understanding over criticism. Because in the end, we are all beautifully imperfect, and that's what makes us human. No one is perfect. Embrace empathy. Choose kindness. Let's be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people.
She's holding it all in. bottling it all up inside. She has to keep it together for those around her, for her own good. She doesn't tell anybody about the thoughts that are constantly racing through her head, how she's barely making it through life right now, how she feels like she's losing all hope, and she just feels like everything around her is just crashing and burning. But here she is, still waking up every day and taking on that day with a smile on her face. And the craziest part about it is, nobody would ever second guess if she was okay or not. She has to be okay. She's holding it all in, bottling it all up inside. She has to keep it together for those around her, for her own good. She doesn't tell anybody about the thoughts that are constantly racing through her head, how she's barely making it through life right now, how she feels like she's losing all hope, and she just feels like everything around her is just crashing and burning. But here she is, still waking up every day and taking on that day with a smile on her face. And the craziest part about it is, nobody would ever second guess if she was okay or not. She has to be okay.
Surviving alone, it's one of the hardest things a person can face. But you know what? It's also one of the most powerful, transformative experiences you'll ever go through. When you're on your own, when you have no one to rely on but yourself, that's when you truly find out what you're made of. Today I want you to understand this. The journey of standing alone isn't one of defeat, but one of ultimate strength. Imagine standing at a crossroads in life, with people leaving, plans falling apart, and support vanishing into thin air. You're left wondering, where do I go from here? But that's the moment, right there. That's your defining moment. When it feels like everything is working against you, you're actually being pushed toward growth. You're being molded, sculpted by the very challenges that others might run from. In this journey, you might find yourself asking, why do I have to do this alone? Why isn't there anyone beside me? That's a question everyone asks when they're facing their hardest battles.
I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be. I have insecurities, I get jealous. I overthink everything, I have trust issues. And some days I don't think I'm good enough. That's who I am. I'm not afraid to admit it. But at the same time, I am amazing in many ways, too. I have a huge heart with a lot of scars. A soul that's been through hell and back. Not every day is my best, some days I mess up. But I learn from them. I want to grow and be the best version of myself. Life is a journey, and it's okay to have flaws and imperfections. They make me who I am. And I embrace both the struggles and strengths that shape my character. I'm a work in progress, constantly evolving. And I believe that self-awareness and the willingness to learn and grow are the keys to becoming a better, more resilient person. So remember, it's all right not to be perfect. It's more important to be real and to strive for personal growth and self-improvement. Embrace your imperfections as opportunities for growth. And self-discovery, we're all beautifully imperfect in our unique ways, and that's what makes us human.